John chapter 3, verses 22 to 24. After this, Jesus and his disciples went into the Judean countryside, and he spent some time with them and dunked, ibaptizen. John was also baptizon, dunking, at Aenon near Salim, because water was abundant there, and people kept coming and were ibaptizanto, being dunked, for John had not yet been put into prison. John chapter 4, verse 1. Now when Jesus knew that the Pharisees had heard that Jesus was making and dunking more disciples than John, although Jesus himself did not dunk, but only his disciples, he left Judea and started back to Galilee. This part of the story opens with information about Jesus and his disciples dunking in the Judean countryside. However, it is only in John chapter 4, verse 2 that the author, we call John, refocuses the scene by noting that Jesus himself did not dunk anyone. Rather, his disciples did the dunking. The next verse tells of John dunking. In this gospel, John the dunker himself testifies that he was sent by God to dunk with water so that the one greater than he, the Son of God, might be revealed to Israel. That's why John dunks in the fourth gospel, to reveal the Son. John chapter 1, verse 31 to 34. I myself did not know him, but I came dunking with water for this reason, that he might be revealed to Israel. And John testified, I saw the Spirit descending from skyvault like a dove, and it remained on him. I myself did not know him, but the one who sent me to dunk with water said to me, He on whom you see the Spirit descend and remain is the one who dunks with the Holy Spirit. And I myself have seen and have testified that this is the Son of God. While readers are not explicitly told why Jesus and his disciples dunked, in the framework of John's prophetic witness, it would seem that Jesus' disciples dunked for the same reason, to reveal Jesus to Israel. That at least is why Jesus and his disciples are dunking in the fourth gospel. Israelite dunking purification was a revelatory experience for the Johannine Jesus group. While such primitive baptisms and immersions in the New Testament usually derive their significance from Jesus' death and resurrection, to be baptized into his death and his resurrection, in John, it's different. In John, baptism and immersion experiences are a revelatory experience. They are an enlightening experience. They bring light to the person being baptized and eventually leads to new birth through the experience of Jesus in the Johannine community. By the mid-2nd century, John chapter 3, verses 1 to 21 was being read as having baptismal implications, undoubtedly because of the allusions to baptism within it. The idea that baptism is a new birth was symbolized in the Israelite practice of proselyte immersions. Converts were dunked naked just as a baby is born naked, to symbolize the fact that everything old was being left behind and a new Israelite start was being made. In the 2nd century, Hippolytus of Rome reports that Jesus Messianus followed a similar practice. To preserve decency, men and women were baptized separately. And at the hour, Hippolytus writes, when the cock crows, they shall first pray over the water. When they come to the water, let the water be pure and flowing. And they shall put off their clothes. And they shall baptize the little children first. And next they shall baptize the grown men. And last the women, who shall have loosed their hair and laid aside their gold ornaments. Let no one go down into the water having any alien object with them. What is being reenacted here is birth into a new family, the fictive kin group of the Jesus movement. You take away all signs of the old family. No gold ornaments, no clothes. Clothes, of course, in this culture denote where you're from, what family you belong to, what's your social ranking. Early to strip off all of these things is to say you're truly dying and being reborn into a new family. Now a discussion about purification, katharismu, arose between John's disciples and a Judean, Judaiu. They came to John and said to him, Rabbi, the one who was with you across the Jordan, whom you testified, here he is, dunking, baptize, and all are going to him. Hey, thanks for watching. Just continue the playlist for the next part of the study. If you have further questions, this is good. They will get addressed, so keep watching. If you found value, please subscribe, like, and share. As always, questions, comments, and criticisms are most welcome. God bless you.